Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Lance going to put it up right away.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lance going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Crowd getting in a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Al Woods, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll run as Kenneth Walker, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Lance now on 1st down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Shotgun now for Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now Geno on 1st down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
From the 36,
Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Throwing now is Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Striker, 3-3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is McCaffrey on the give. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Ready, ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go, Reed, go. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Geno now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The final shot here before break. Smith, he lets it fly from Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Smith.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down.
Here we go.
I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, it's Smith.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
34 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to claw one back.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He got 29 yards that time.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action, now it's Lance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Drill 52. Red, yellow. Black shot. Ready.
They fake the handoff, now Lance.
That's caught out right by Jennings.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, as you saw, they went play action there, and they're going to drag the receiver from left to right across the field and hope to find a gap to throw the ball to him. Not there. Excellent job defensively, and no run after the catch.
Red, cycle. On the ball.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Green jack. Flag 2.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Right, 97. Ready.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
43 round. On the ball. Shoot. Yellow.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Okay, Frank. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Drill 3.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 19 yards away.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tracking 60. 19 Wyatt. Hurt.
Throwing now is Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Again, it's Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
18, right in. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go check, go check.
From the end zone, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. How many people are really happy about those picks? Any fantasy team that has this defense.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Eric Armstead breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach had plenty to say about this game.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
79 Broncos. Ryan.
Now it's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he will find his man, Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So that's what an angry defense looks like and what they can do. They told him, you've had your 3 touchdowns already. No way you're getting a 4th.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Green jack. Set up.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Now Geno on 1st down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First carry for James Conner. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now Lance.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive will start with Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 29, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first corner. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a good welcome for a guy who had some great years as a 49er, Andy Lee, on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well, sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
The Niners at 12-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
17.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10.
Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
52. Right.
Throwing now is Lance.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
97. Black Ultra.
The Lance going to throw.
Touchdown!
Brandon Ayuk.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 39, Murray being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gould with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Murray to air it out again. Finds his running back, James Conner.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go. 62 plus.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Lance now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
17, black shot.
Here's Lance.
Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Jennings, a receiver in motion right.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Again, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down, Lance.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And Lance now to throw.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First down, Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Down inside the 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Murray.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
A good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
97. Smash, red. Cluster, 6. Cut.
And Lance going to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Murray to air it out again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
On 2nd down, here's Murray.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Murray going to throw.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Murray now on first down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And Lance's throw complete there to McLeod.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, they earned 1 final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.
Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark.
And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.